Hello guys. So once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is niiayiphotography, the guy who tells stories from Ghana. And today I have here with me a great guy who is doing something great, so much that it has something to do with showcasing the culture, history, and then also tourist sites here in Ghana. But he's doing it in a unique way by getting people signing up to ride on a bicycle whilst they go on tour on the bicycle to these places.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Because I have more things to show to you. So, Mark, good to have you.
Good to have you too.
You are welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
Wow. First of all, let me say you're doing such a great job. One way or the other, through Go City Cycle, you are showcasing the beautiful side of Ghana. And that is why I intended to get in touch with you so that you can talk to us and tell us more about it.
Right.
But before we start, can you just introduce yourself to my people?
Okay, hi. My name is Mark. I am the founder and operational director at Go City Cycle, located in Osu, Accra, in a renowned place called Impact Hub Accra. It usually enhances entrepreneurs over here, and it just pretty much a lovely place to be. So whenever you have time, you can just swing by.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we get into it, tell us, who is Mark?
Okay, Mark is a young man who has a very bigger vision, more than himself usually, and I always try to make sure everything that appears in my mind, I just make it happen. So what I decided to do is I just got this idea of how nice would it be if one day Ghana is like Amsterdam, where everybody is cycling to get to from point A to point B, or just usually bicycle being the most dominant way of transportation in Accra. So I thought about this concept and I'm like, you know what, we can actually do this. So back in 2018, I met a friend of mine who is the owner of the shop Accra. I just met her and I was like, you know what, I think we could do something like that. And back then, I wasn't really much of the most like sophisticated financially kind of person. So I had to start with a partnership.
Okay, before you met him, were you
It was her. I was here in Ghana. I was right here. I was actually running a old project. One thing you need to know about me is I am an environmental activist. I work on environmentally friendly projects. So since 2015, I was recycling plastic bottles into vertical hanging garden.
Wow.
And this is probably the first time you're hearing it in an interview. Wow. I started teaching children how to reuse plastic bottles and turn them into a vertical hanging garden, which means you can plant inside the 1.5 liter bottle and just put it up on the string. So back then in 2015, I just go to schools. I started from the American International School to the GIZ and a lot of local schools in Accra. So what I do is I began to make it look fun to upcycle by going to the school, doing painting work, painting the bottles, making a creative art, something on it, and just put it up and make it look nice while you're just still helping the environment by putting that nature in kids to learn how to reuse their own stuff. But going forward, the downside was they take vacation, the girls or the plants dies and stuff like that, and
so you couldn't continue.
So I'm like, well, is this doing any good or is it doing any more harm? So after the use of the plastic bottle, it becomes a secondary situation. So I'm like, I'm just going to channel to the right way that I can be able to maintain the environmentally friendly way of creating stuff. So in 2018, I met HR, who is the shop Accra, and we started this tour, taking people across the city, and it became a big buzz. Like since 2018, of course, COVID wasn't around back then because it was a lovely time. All those days, if we wish we could get those days back. But it was a good time. We started, and people were really enjoying their time over here. People wanted to learn about the country. They just love to do it also the new way, because the traditional way of tour agencies are like you're in a car or you're walking. So I did multiple bus tours and I did some walking tours, but none of them was like on a bicycle.
All right, but before we continue, let me ask, where were you staying before you moved in?
I was always here, but I was once in Seattle. Back then, but I went there like long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've been back ever since. It's been over 15 years now or something like that. Yeah. So I've been back for a very long time, and I started working here, environmental related project in Ghana. But ever since I've always been interested in what it will be like to create a bike sharing culture or a bicycle cultured country or city in Ghana. That's always been my interest.
Wow. Okay, so can you just now tell us the whole thing about Go City Cycle? Okay.
So Go City Cycle is usually, it's actually an idea that we can create an alternative transportation in Ghana. And by so doing, creating a culture where people, cycle to anywhere or becomes one of the mostly dominant way of transporting ourselves in Ghana. And our agenda behind that is to be able to push for cycle lanes in Ghana, because Ghana is not the most safest place when you're a cyclist. You need to know that. And cycling here for quite a long time, I think I speak to for most people who have bicycle that Ghana is not the most friendliest place to cycle. But we are planning to have like lots and lots of users on our bike share user base. That way we can leverage on them to push for a cycle lanes, because there's a chance where 1 million people can say we need cycle lanes, more than 5 people can say we need a cycle lane for the government to take you seriously. So we are trying to create a culture where people are going to feel like, you know what, we have this culture of cycling. We can get from point A to point B. So why not, we might as well have a friendly way of commuting in the city with the bicycle, because there's this many people and this many people need to have a cycling friendly country. So we were just basically trying to push for a cycle friendly country.
Wow, but why the tour, and what basically is the most important thing about this tour?
Okay, so we started doing tours as well, because we were trying to get to a bike share. That was remember the initial concept behind the city cycle share. We added tours because we realized that the technological aspect of this is a little bit high cost. And before we get there, we thought we should just introduce ourselves to people more, so that people know that they can cycle in Accra. It's somehow safer when you choose the right days to cycle. And it's one of the most exercising way to go about the city. So we added the tours because, you know, also people were curious about the country. There are a lot of tourists. If you realize, Ghana is on the, it was voted one of the tourist destinations to visit at some point on CNN and everywhere. And so we were taking pretty much advantage of that. And we began taking people to the Osu Castle, to the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, and people were enjoying it because beyond cycling and exercising, there was a benefit of learning about the history of the country, being with the people of the neighborhood, even getting to play basketball at Jamestown with the participant on the tour and everything. So there was like a bunch of activities, which wasn't just cycling and exercise. It was about education, it was about history, it was about culture, and it was about food as well on the way, because we have some food time, we have some playing drum lessons at the art center time, and we have a basketball time as well with some kids in Jamestown who have become accustomed to us coming there every Sunday. And it's always like they're expecting you to come every time on Sunday to play basketball with them. And we make sure we just create a good experience as well for the people who tour with us. But essentially, we are trying to create a bike share, and tours is one way of introducing the culture to people. So we decided to go with that.
Wow, that's really interesting. I like the parts where people cycle just to get to know more, learn more about the culture, and also meet the people and the food, and also see some of the tourist sites.
Yeah, you should join us sometime.
I will be joining them maybe in the next video. I'll be joining them to the tour to just make you have a feel how the tour is. And maybe anytime you find yourself in Ghana, or if you are still in Ghana, you can just reach out to them, and then you can join their tour. But how often do you do the tour?
Okay, so it's usually on Sundays, but lately due to COVID, people were just rethinking the whole idea of going out and visiting all these places. Also, it came from the top that the landmark places were closed because it was a governmentally run place. So the castle and everything, all the landmark places we visit had to close down just to prevent people from contracting the virus. But now that it's dropping off, people are beginning to sign up and it's picking up back again. Just not like before, but I think now Ghanaians are beginning to embrace the culture of, well, we are bored, we need to do something, we need to create something new. Yeah. So at first when we started, it wasn't really a lot of Ghanaians trying to participate in a cycling tour, because even without the whole idea of cycling tours, Ghanaians are not the most, people who want to tour their own country because they're always happy forever to be here. So what is the point of me going to tour? But if I was traveling to see other countries, I would just try as much as possible to get the best out of the period I'm there before I leave. But in a case where it's a Ghanaian who has to be here indefinitely, they're like, hey, why do I have to go and see my country? But there are just few people who are repatriated Ghanaians who just come and then they just participate in the tour, and few Ghanaians who feel like, I need to exercise today, so they just join us.
All right. But my question, why do you only go on Sunday? Do you go on Sunday, daytime or evening?
Well, we chose Sunday. Before we even started the tour, we had to just do a quick survey and make sure we have the most safest time to cycle. And if there's one thing we know for sure, Ghana is a religious country. We know everybody for sure is in church on Sunday, which creates a very significant solution for us as a cycle-friendly agency to take advantage whilst people are in church worshiping God. We also try to go around and explore what the best of what Ghana has to offer. And it's usually safe because it's not like people are going to work or people are going to market and stuff. So whilst people are in church and others are home and others are at the beach, less traffic congestion, there's less cars, everybody's parked in the house. making it the most safest time to cycle in Ghana. Sunday is the safest time to cycle, and I'm telling you that because I don't know if you've been to Makala before, but
Yes, I've been to Makala.
if you've been to Makala on a Sunday, there is virtually nobody.
Yeah.
We chose Sunday because it's safer and people are in church.
One thing I noticed some of on your website or social media, I saw that you guys have some kind of lights that you use when you are riding the evening.
Oh yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's so
Thank
beautiful.
you. I think this was just last month. We ordered some few light from the UK to Ghana. It's a bicycle light. We usually put it on the rim, so in the night it looks like a very vibrant and party kind of life in the evening. And we had a partnership with a cafe around the airport called Thea Coffee House, and they're like, wow, this is a lovely idea. We would love to partner with you guys. And so we just joined them and created this nightlife in Accra where we do party and food and visiting cafes in the evening, and it was welcomed by all these party lifestyle people and people who like to also do something because of COVID. You know, they weren't able to leave the country and they had to do something
to just
exactly. So they just joined us, and there were just some renowned people also in the country. There were owners of restaurants and cafes who joined us on the Neon Nights.
Wow, this will be really fun.
It is fun. You should also join us on that one too.
Guys, don't worry. I definitely will bring you the night section too, just for you to feel it. But Mark, if someone wants to sign up, how do the person?
Okay, so for the tours, you usually come to our cafe, or we send you a link because we have an online sign-up link, or you visit our website. You can see Neon Night on the right, and then the day tour on the left. You just click one, and you just sign in, and then we notify you that you are part of the group for this Saturday, and that you just join us for a tour. But for the Neon Night, we extended it into the weekday because it's not any different from what we do. Because if you're on a Sunday, in the evening is different from the day because people are not in the church during the evening. So what we do is we start from the Neon Night from Wednesdays to Saturdays. Yeah. So any other day we are not available, but around the airport, Saturdays, Wednesdays to Saturday, we are doing Neon Nights, and on the Sunday is where we target the day tours. But if you are not a pro, if you are not an expert, or you haven't cycled for a long time, we have a way of orienting you to learn to cycle and then join us again. But yeah, that is basically the aspect.
So what's the name of the website?
So you can visit our website at www.gocitycycle.com. You get all the information you want, and we are on Instagram as Go City Cycle Share. Yeah, and Facebook is Go City Cycle Share and Tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, this is so interesting. I can't wait to join the tour and also the night ride. You know, when I was young, I quite remember I bought my first bicycle at the age of 13. By then, I think I've completed junior high school, and I love riding so much that even at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. I ride, and my friends started calling me Night Rider. If they are watching, they know what I'm saying. So I love riding the night. I'll try my best to bring you that section also for you to see. Just for you guys to join anytime you feel like also participating, or anytime you find yourself in Ghana. But Mark, your final words to my people out there.
Well, basically, all I have to say is you always have to go for what you feel like is right, because there's never the right time to do anything that you feel like doing, because the best thing in the world always begins in your mind. To make it manifest, you always have to take action. Wow. You know, so I took action. I made this happen, and this is not the only thing I've made happen by taking action. I've organized a festival in Accra called the Food Truck Festival, and other similar projects. but it's all started in my mind, and then I made it manifest. But it's not the most easiest thing to start anything in Ghana,
exactly.
but you need to know that there's going to be challenges.
Sure. I know I should have asked you some of the challenges you went through, but I think we've exhausted the time.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of people watching me from the diaspora.
Okay.
What is your message to them about Ghana?
I say Ghana has a lot of potential and a lot of things that is untapped. So you can always come out here to explore the best of what Ghana has to offer, because Ghana is not just for Ghanaians, it's for all the people all around the world who feel like, this is home and I want to be there. That is what Ghana is to everybody. So if you are outside there, I think you can just explore Ghana anytime and just make it feel like your home and not a foreign place. Yeah.
Buy your tickets, move to Ghana, explore, learn, live life, and enjoy yourself in Ghana. I know you guys really enjoyed this particular episode. Until then, I come your way with another episode. All right, so guys, I'll see you. Please don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time. I tell stories about Ghana, I show you places about Ghana, and also show you the beautiful side of my country, just for you to know that my country is not poor. There are a lot of things I'll be bringing on this channel, but just stay blue. My name is niiayiphotography. Hola, Power. Peace out.
Cheers.